Nikki, welcome to my channel. I'm actually gonna finally do this video. It's like 3 years a little too late, but that's fine. As I've mentioned before, I currently live in South Korea. I have been actually living here for about 3 years now. This will be going on my 4th year. And I always get asked questions about Korea, whether it be about the makeup here or even just life in general. So I'm going to answer a few of those questions. I have this little notebook that I use to write some of the questions down so I can remember them. And the most popular question I get asked a lot is, if you are a woman of color and you are darker than the rest of the people in this country, do I find foundation? What makeup do I use, or how do I go about that? Well, actually, unfortunately, the darkest shade they have is a number 4, which is still too light for me, so I actually use it as a concealer. In terms of foundation, I don't, again, I said before, I don't use foundation. Instead, I just use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted BB Cream. So I don't have to worry about foundation in that sense. But the number 4 here is like almost an olive complexion, maybe a little lighter than an olive complexion, but that's unfortunately, that is the darkest that they have. Number 2. Yeah, question number 2. It says, how's the food in Korea? It's pretty good. I actually, unfortunately, some people don't like kimchi, but I love kimchi. Kimchi is one of my favorite foods here. I like it because it smells horrible, but the taste is actually very good, and it's spicy. Well, at least the kind that I like is super spicy, but not like too spicy. It's spicy enough for an American to handle, but some Koreans, a lot of my friends are like, oh, it's too spicy, I don't like it, so they don't eat it. But when I eat it, they're like, oh my god, you're crazy, da, 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 da. It's too spicy. It's not spicy. It's not. Coming from my household, my mom puts spices in everything. I love you, Mom, but she puts spices in absolutely everything, so I'm kind of immune to super spicy things, unless it's like, okay, if it was a habanero pepper, then, you know, I might die. But in terms of the spices here, they're not really that spicy. And then there's like food like samgyeopsal, which is Korean barbecue. They have lots of soups and stews that are really good, but my favorite food is kimchi. However, if you do like ramen, there's like a plethora of ramen here, different types, different flavors. They have ramen with cheese in it, ramen with kimchi, ramen with hot dogs. Okay, that sounds really gross, and I don't like hot dogs, so I wouldn't eat that. But if you like hot dogs and you like ramen, there you go. Question 3, was it hard to get adjusted to Korean life? For me, it wasn't, only because I was fortunate enough to meet some really cool people when I first got here. I actually, within the first week, I had my first date, and then he became my boyfriend like a week later, and then we dated for about 11 months actually. So I was fortunate enough to have someone to like show me around, and if I needed a translator, that's what he did. If I needed to buy something and I couldn't find it, that's what he did. Sorry, I'm fidgeting. My ankle hurts. I was dancing yesterday and ankle hurts a little bit, so I'm trying not to stand on it for a long time. But yeah, so it wasn't too hard. I mean, not being able to find stuff like things that I cook with or things that I clean with, or like just not being able to find it right away, that was a little annoying. And then the whole makeup thing was a little annoying because, again, I only use BB cream, so even that here, there's no dark shade at all. So I found out that I had to order my makeup, or at least the BB cream, from Sephora online and have it shipped here. And that was another thing. A lot of the products that I used, the companies don't ship here, so if I wanted anything from like a Walmart or something, it wouldn't come here. I mean, there are ways to get stuff from Walmart to here, but it's like this whole thing that I don't feel like doing when I can just find alternatives, which is what I've done for a lot of things. And that's it for that question. Next question. Dating life in Korea. Currently, unfortunately, I am single, which is totally fine because I have to focus on work and the whole makeup thing. But dating life in Korea, it's a lot like dating life in America. If you're American, if you're not American, then the best way I can explain it is, it's like, for some of them, it's like a game. And because, unfortunately, I'm a foreign woman, so it's more like I'm an experiment sometimes. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but some guys here will say like, oh, I've never been with a black girl. I've always wanted to see what it was like. Dude, is this science class? Like, cut it out. Whatever. But then, you know, you do get lucky. Like, I've had 4 actual boyfriends since I've been here. Yes, and they were all, except one. 3 of them were cool. One was slightly, he was crazy. No, like, I'm not exaggerating anything. He was overprotective, overbearing, very jealous, and just like the top I'm wearing now. It's actually a dress, but I made it a shirt because, yeah, crafty up in this bitch. But if I wore a shirt like this, like, luckily I bought this after we broke up, but if I wore this and it's like low cut but you really can't see anything, he would just be like, where are you going? What are you doing? No, why are you wearing that? Who are you going with? No, you should put on the jacket, you should change. All right, Dad. Like, I felt like he was my dad more than he was my boyfriend. So that didn't last. That lasted like 3 weeks. So was that really my boyfriend, or were we just, I don't know. Did I use him as a test? Maybe. I don't know. Next question. Race. Oh, the racism question. I feel like there are so many videos about this subject in Korea, and everybody's experience is different. Mine actually is the opposite of a lot of the other experiences you hear about from, at least, I can't speak for other people of color, but blacks in Korea. Like, I have friends that are black, and they're just like, oh my god, he was so racist, he said this, she looked at me like that. And I get stared at, but I think it's actually because it's not even I'm black. It's my makeup is always like the highlight be popping, and like, I don't think Koreans are used to like that much, like, bam, bam, like so, like, if we're outside and I just turn my head a little bit, it's like boom, bam, and then I put it here too, and here, and then like my eyes. So it's like, you know, I feel like they're not even looking, oh, she's black or she's a foreigner. It's like, that makeup is shiny, girl. So I feel like that's how they look at me. And even like, because I'm a teacher, my students, I had one experience with a student, and he actually got kicked out of the school because of what he said. We walked in the classroom, and he said in Korean, dirty Africa teacher. And that was like my first time teaching, so I didn't know what he said. And all the kids are like, he said something bad. He said something bad, teacher, he said something bad. And I'm like, well, what did he say? And they all said in Korean again, so I had to go get my partner teacher, and then they told her what he said, and then I knew he was gonna get in trouble because he just burst into tears. Like, obviously, you know you said something wrong, you little shit. But whatever. She was like, oh, and she pulled me outside. She's like, I'm really sorry. You don't know what he said? I was like, no, I don't know what he said. What happened? Like, what's wrong? Like, I'm like, did you call me fat? I don't care. Like, but no, she's like, he said, dirty Africa? What? Like, that pissed me off so much that I had to go back into the teacher's room and sit for a little bit, because it's like, who raised, like, don't get me wrong, I love kids. I love all my students, because my students are, like, cool as shit. But, like, for him, it's like, who raised you? Like, first of all, even if I was from Africa, I'm not, but part of me wishes I was, because I've met lots of African people here, and I don't just mean like Africa, I mean like different countries in Africa, and they're all really pretty and really nice, and the guys are a little a little touchy and forceful sometimes, but everybody's cool as shit. My best friend's from South Africa. I met her here. Shout out to Anna. But like, they're cool as shit. So for him to say that, it's just like, dude, like. And so they called his mom. His mom came. She apologized. She bought me this little like pastry cake and like flowers and whatnot. But it's like, no, lady, that doesn't, like, thank you for apologizing, but you can't buy, like, first of all, because I think she's trying to bribe me to like convince the owner to not kick her son out. But first of all, that's not up to me. Your son shouldn't be racist. And then second of all, I don't want that little shit in my classroom. Like, I don't. Like, I just can't handle racist children. But other than that, I have so many Korean friends. None of them has said anything like super racist, or that none of them said anything racist. Actually, when they see racist things or they hear about people being racist towards foreigners, it makes them angry, and they're like, all Koreans are not like that. All Koreans are not like that. It's because they watch television and all they have on minorities is what they see on TV and the movies they watch. So it's like, I understand. I'm not making excuses for it, but I understand where they're coming from. So that's enough of that question. I have 2 more questions. The next question, music. Something about music. I'm just going to talk about the music in Korea. I am obsessed with a Korean K-pop group. You can see their poster, right? Boom, right, like right there. You see it's like 5 guys. Although you can barely see the one right. Wait, let me move my hand the correct way. Here, right here. That's Day Day. Well, his name is Daesung. I call him Day Day. Why? Because he's so cute. But Big Bang, love them. Love them so much. The music here is very, like, the rap is amazing. I like Korean rap. It's great. I love their music. I like some songs by EXO. I like some songs by A-Pink, Twice, 21, well, before they broke up. CL. Basically, first of all, I'm a YG stan. I am not gonna lie. But I do like Twice. I love Twice because my students come into class every day singing TT and Knock Knock, Cheer Up. And I'm just like, cool, sounds cool. The music here is actually pretty, it's not bad. Like some people are like, oh, it's annoying. I don't find it annoying. I find certain songs annoying. But the music itself, they have songs you can dance to. They have songs if you, like, break up with somebody and you're sad. They have music for that. It's just like any other type of music. It's just in Korean or sometimes in Konglish. That's like, they take English words and make them sound Korean, like yesu. Instead of yes, it's yesu. And nice, nice. What's the other one that I like? Sprite. Sprite in Konglish. Sprite. It's hilarious. I love it. But yeah, the music here is good. I wouldn't change anything. I love it. And the last thing, family and friends. How hard is it being away from family and friends? Well, with the beautiful creation of technology and things like iPhones and Skype and the internet and Facebook. I mean, I miss seeing them physically, like touching and poking and punching. Yeah, I punch my friends a lot, not gonna lie. But I can see them FaceTime. I can see them Skype. I can see them on Snap. All of my nieces and nephews are all over Snapchat, and I'm just like, every time I watch their videos, I'm just like, but then I forget that they're damn near adults. Yeah, I have, random topic, I have 13 nieces and nephews, and one of them, he's 23, and then my oldest niece is 21. My second oldest nephew just turned 20, so yeah, they're basically grown. Well, they are grown because they're 18 and over. Well, at least there are 5 of them that are over 18. But they're grown. But when I see their Snapchats and they're like turning up, and I'm just like, I'm not ready. No, grow down, stop growing. Oh, they make me feel old. But that's all for this segment of Q&As. My next video will probably be tomorrow or Wednesday, because for some reason I wake up early on Wednesdays and actually have time to film something. But I'll probably do a Q&A about me, myself on that one, because I also get questions about me, like me as a person, not just about me in Korea. So Until the next one.